Destroy Manila Fight Culture Podcast, hosted by Carl Demesa and Jesse Reyes.
For part 2 of episode 3, we have interviews with Chris Huffman, Kaloy the Bad Boy Baduria, and Mark Mugenstriegel.
Congratulations on the win.
Naibala yung nunal eh.
When I look back, you already won. Really? I mean, the round was pretty extended already, right? Yeah. It was already in the end of the round, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, what's next?
You could be my elder brother.
Well, first I will go to Iran, prepare with the wrestling national team for our tournament in Turkmenistan for the IMAC, that's the Asian Indoor Martial Arts Games. And after that, whatever Alvin Aguilar is asking me to do, except 3 versus 3. I do everything, but no 3 versus 3.
Crazy fight.
It's not my thing. I'm an athlete. I'm not into that. Let's just say it like that.
And any message to your fans?
Guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for reaching out to me all the time. I'm blessed to have fans like you and friends. I hope you will support me also in the future, and I will deliver as always. Please just keep supporting me. Thank you so much.
More exclusive fights from Chris Huffman. And maybe you can give a shout out to your podcast. It's called Destroy Manila Fight Culture. Destroy Manila Fight Culture.
Okay. Shout out to Destroy Manila Fight Culture. Thank you so much for covering this event. Looking forward to see you on the future events, guys.
Coach, congratulations sa panalo mo. Hindi namin in-expect yung submission. Akala ko, grounded pound naman. So, saming galing submission.
Actually, yung grappling ground game plan, nandito na yan sa akin eh. Since 2002, marunong na ako mag-grappling. Hindi ko lang nilalabas. So kanina nagkaroon ng time na pwede kong rinikitsok, ginawa ko na. Lahat yan, natuto na ako. Reco Gruman, takedowns. Pero gusto ko sapak pa rin.
Boxing talaga. Anong susunod namin abangan kay Kaloy Baduria?
Di ko lang sigurado kasi nag-ano na rin ako sa sarili ko. Nagpapaalam na konti-unti. So, siguro ko pahinga na, okay na ako kasi narealize ko hanggang doon na lang buhay namin eh. Lumaban ako ng championship, nag-champion. Na ano, wala eh. Dito sa Pilipinas, ang fighter, sana mabigyan nila ng magandang halimbawa na katulad kong malapit na mag-retiro, mabigyan nilang sana ng pansin kasi ako pamilyado ko eh. So nag-iingat lang din ako na baka darating ang panahon, ako naman ang babagsak. Ayoko nang dumating ang oras na ako naman ang mangyari sa akin. So wala akong nakukuha. Nakukuha man ako pero training 2 months. Sakto lang din. Ibabayad ko ng mga utang. May mga sponsors man nawawala. So kailangan sa susunod na yan, mga fighters na sumisikat, tulungan ng mga taong bayan. O kaya mga sponsorship. Bago mo mag-retiro, mabigyan naman sila ng hanap buhay. Kaya ako hindi ko na kailangan na sige dira, pero nag-iisip na rin ako. Malalaki naman ako eh. Malapit na rin siguro ko. 1 fight, depende. Okay na ako.
Alam mo ba, Coach, papayagan mo sila na pumasok dito kung sakaling makaalam sa'yo?
Di na siguro. Sa hirap mo. Self-defense na yan. Pero di ko na yan sa mga anak mo. Okay na. Lahat babae. Beauty contest na lang.
Anong message mo sa mga fans mo, sa mga sumusubaybay?
Lahat ng mga nakakilala sa akin, maraming salamat sa nag-support na nakakilala sa akin. Hindi ako bad boy, good boy sa totoo. Maraming salamat.
Salamat, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Very impressive.
Thank you, bro.
Very quick.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, how was that fight?
No, Benibe's a tough guy. He's the former champ, a veteran fighter. I had a bit of an injury going into the fight, so I wanted to finish it fast to avoid too much damage. And the opportunity presented itself, so I just capitalized and took it.
And what's next for Mark Striegel?
I want to fight against the Korean champion at featherweight, Do-Kyung Lee.
Yeah.
He also won tonight, and I want to take his belt.
Okay, that would be a very, very interesting fight. I would love to see that.
Awesome.
Any message to your fans out there?
Hey, guys, thanks so much for all the support. To everyone that came and everyone that watched tonight, thank you. Please stay tuned for my next fight and for the future URCC events. Promise to always put on a good show. Thank you.
And maybe you can give a shout out to Destroy Manila Fight Culture.
Destroy Manila Fight Culture. Hey guys, tune in to Destroy Manila Fight Culture. Thanks so much.
We have Ref Flo Eusebio, the third guy in the cage during the Hoffman versus Sothman fight. And well, kasama natin siya to get his side on what happened sa match na yon. Kasi some people were doubting that it was a late stoppage. So yeah, Ref, can you tell us more about what happened in the cage that night?
Well, first, I'd like to say thank you, JC Reyes and Destroy Manila, for this time, for getting my side. And to be honest, marami rin kasi akong to start with. To be honest, marami rin kasi akong narinig and nagsabi sa akin, not just sa mga sa Facebook especially. Mga personal na nilapitan ako. Some of them says I did good. Some of them says it was a late stoppage. But to be honest, it was my answer to that is it was a title fight. So hindi siya basta-basta na type of match.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's a very sensitive bout eh. Just like what I've said, it's a title fight. So hindi naman sa naninigurado tayo ng todo, pero we need to let the people see na it was a convincing win by the champion itself, Chris Hoffman. And to be honest, last night I've seen the fight, I've seen the match. May mga punches talaga na it was nakita naman natin na talagang si Hoffman is nasa ibabaw punching Sothman. But if you could see the replay, I pointed my left finger kay Sothman.
Yeah.
Actually, I was telling him to defend himself, or else I will stop the fight. And then may mga punches din na dumadaples. So I really want to be sure na talagang yung mga suntok talaga ni Hoffman is solid na pumapasok, so that I will have a reason na to stop the fight and to show the people talaga na it was a very decisive stoppage for Chris Hoffman.
Kasi mahirap din na masabihan ka na mamaya masyadong premature stoppage naman.
And kung maging premature siya, ang pangit tignan. It was sabi ko nga, it was a title fight. So napaka-sensitive nun. And syempre, binigyan ko rin ng chance si Sothman because he trained for that fight. Hindi lang naman isang araw, hindi lang isang linggo. For sure, months yun. He prepared for that fight. So binigyan ko siya ng chance to defend himself, to make a move. Pero talagang ngayon nga, kitang-kita naman natin na talagang Hoffman is the one who's delivering all the punches. So no doubt about it. And ayun lang ang masasabi ko. And so, sa mga critics and some of the people who are saying it was a late stoppage, I cannot blame them. Pero you cannot blame me. I was the one who's inside the cage.
Okay.
So ayun, ako yung third man inside the cage, and I was the official during that time. So I really know what's happening. And at the same time, nung after nga ng event, naglalakad ako pa uwi along Araneta.
Yeah.
Nakasalubong ko pa si Sothman. We even shook hands, and then we hug each other, and then Sothman told me that I really did a good job. So from the fighter itself, from the fighter itself nanggaling yon. He's not being nice, sa tingin ko naman. He's just being true that I really gave him the chance to defend himself. Ayun lang.
Yeah, kasi kung sa tingin niya it was a late stoppage, malamang nagalit na sa'yo yun eh.
Malamang nag-away na.
Malamang nag-away kayo kahit hanggang tapos na yung event eh.
And yun nga. Akala kasi ng iba pagiging official, pagiging referee inside the cage is madali.
Oo.
Yeah, it's not that easy. I've been a referee since 2000, late 2011 or early 2012. So, ayun, gaya nga ng sinasabi ko sa mga friends ko, hindi naman ako katulad nila referee Joey Lepite na mga gold medalist sa jiu-jitsu, si referee Franco Rolyoda, yung mga mentor, yung mga nag-train sa akin, hindi naman ako kasing katulad nila mga gold medalist or mga champion pagdating sa jiu-jitsu, but I train and I understand the sport. And I don't think that Coach Ron Catunaw, Sir Ron Catunaw and Coach Aaron Catunaw and Professor Alvin Aguilar especially will give me a chance if I may not be able to do my job perfectly. Hindi man perfect, yung in a right way, di ba?
Yeah. Saka,
Ayun lang sa akin doon.
saka sa tingin ko, sila rin mismo unang mag-feedback sa'yo if they felt na late stoppage yun.
And the good thing about this, even though professional referee na ako, every after bouts or matches na inahandle ko, pagkababa ko ng cage, they always give me advices if I did something na medyo late or early yung stoppage ko. They give me advices, referee Franco Rolyoda especially and referee Joey Lepiten. Binibigyan kagad nila ako ng points, and at the same time, if I did right, if I did the best thing, kagad nila ako, kino-comment kagad nila ako. Professor Alvin Aguilar, binubulungan ako niyan. Hindi lang nakikita ng maraming tao, yung magkapatid na Sir Ron Catunaw, matchmaker, and Coach Aaron Catunaw. Those people, sila talaga yung and sila talaga nagbibigay sa akin ng mga pointers. And yung mga things na sinasabi nila na, you did well, next time, medyo ganyan. Professor Alvin Aguilar, sinasabi niya ako, right after the match, nilalapitan ko siya, Prof, ano masasabi nyo? Ganito, ganyan. It's a learning curve, ganyan. I mean, they don't disappoint me.
Yeah.
At the same time, they encourage me na next time do this. So, hindi naman perfect yung world nating mga referees. Pinasok namin to, so we're not looking for a positive comment sa mga taong nakakapanood. Accepted ko na yun. Kaming tatlo. Ganun din, yung isang referee, si referee Marky Mendoza, siya yung nag-train sa akin before. So, marami ring glitches na nakikita talaga sa amin. And, eto nga, sa match ni Hoffman and ni Sothman, I understand some of the people who are giving comments saying it was a late stoppage. I cannot blame them, we cannot blame them. Pero, sabi ko nga, I think I did the right thing. The right thing, the best thing is, to make sure that it was a convincing win for Hoffman and to make sure that I gave Sothman a chance to defend himself.
And, I think yung mga nagsasabi na late stoppage, I think kailangan nila panoorin ulit yung fight para makita nila na talaga namang you were giving Sothman the chance to defend himself.
And kaya nga sabi ko, there was a time na I remember and nakita ko rin kagabi to make sure na I really pointed my left finger dun sa nung naka-down na nasa ground na si Sothman, asking him to defend himself. And at the same time, ayun nga, meron pa nga nagsabi sa akin, may tumatawag pa nga na bobo daw yung referee.
Yun nga, nagulat ako doon.
Episode na sabi ko, ewan ko nga yung batang yun, napakabata pa, pero although may sinabi rin akong hindi maganda sa kanya, kasi nga, you're not supposed to call a person bobo unless you really mean it and you can say that in front of the person. Yun lang. Pero if you're just going to say that in social media, I don't think that you don't have the guts or you don't have the balls to, to say that in front of the person. Ayun lang.
I guess that person probably does not know the rules sa MMA, lalo pag sa title fight kung paano mag-ref.
Oo, tsaka hindi naman ko bumagsak na itigil na kagad natin eh. May mga katao kasing bumagsak, strong chin sila, bumagsak pero gising pa sila. Some fighters naman, bumagsak, umiikot na yung mata, pag sinuntok mo, binigyan mo ng pound, finalo up mo, nagigising sila. So, they thought na okay pa sila. Ayun, so, unless they're inside the cage, hindi sila pwede mag-judge.
Yun nga eh.
Only the fighters and the referees knows it. Minsan nga ang fighters knockdown na sila knock out na sila pag suntok nagigising sila Akala nila okay pa sila So ayun din. Pero sabi ko nga I cannot blame those people. Those people who are giving comments about their comments na say it was a late stoppage. I cannot blame them. Pero sa akin naman let's always check on things muna. Kaya nga televised yan kasi merong replay yan So they can even watch in YouTube for them to make sure.
Pero
ayun lang.
I think kaya rin yata nila inisip na late stoppage kasi yun nga mukhang hindi na nagde-defend si Sothman tapos parang nag-tap na siya, 'di ba? Para sabihin sa'yo na ayaw niya na. Ganun yung nakita ko
sa akin that's true. Ang sa akin naman kasi may mga punches din talaga si Chris, si Hoffman na dumadapis talaga and it's hitting the back of the hand, ng back ng palm ni Sothman. That's why sabi ko nga I'm just trying to make sure na talagang tumatama talaga. Baka mamaya kung tinigil ko kagad yun, sabihin sa akin ni Sothman hindi siya nasasaktan, tumatama lang sa likod ng palad niya. So it will be more controversial di ba?
Tsaka mukha namang sinusubukan pa rin ni Sothman na i-defend talaga yung sarili niya kahit hindi halata, hindi masyado makita sa angle ng camera
Yun nga, tsaka talagang wala na siyang talagang magawa na nakadaga na talaga si Hoffman sa kanya. Pero kung sabi ko nga, kung mga 3 punches lang yun na tumamang solidong-solido, ititigil ko talaga kagad yun. Pero sabi ko, I just want to make sure na, di ba? I just want to make sure that the win will be more convincing for Hoffman. And first and foremost, nasa Araneta tayo, the big dome. So ang pangit naman if we're going to have a parang premature stoppage that the people will not enjoy. Diba? Alam mo naman tayo mga Pilipino, enjoy tayo sa mga knockout, sa mga knockdown. Yung iba hindi nakakaintindi ng mixed martial arts, gusto pag sabi mong fight or bakbaka na, gusto may babagsak ka.
Kala nila normal na away ang MMA.
Yun ang akala ng mga ibang Pilipino unless na nakapasok talaga sila sa world ng MMA, nag-train talaga sila, they will understand it more. So, ayun lang. And I hope that my explanation this morning will be more convinced sa mga taong giving a negative comment. Pero it's okay for me. Sabi ko nga, I may not be able to please most of the people, pero what's important here, I did my job. At the same time, I did my job well. And sabi ko nga, after the fight, nag-ask ako. Hindi ako nahiya mag-ask ng comment. Actually, last nag-ask ako ng comment through Facebook kay referee Joey Lipitan. So, binigay niya naman. And ayun naman, open naman ako sa ganun. So, walang kaso sa akin.
Well, thank you for airing your side. At least sa lahat ng nagrereklamo, malinaw na ngayon na ito, may galing na sa third man from the ring, hindi talaga siya late stoppage, akala nyo lang. Okay, may message ka pa ba sa kanila? At sa mga fight fans dyan?
Oo, sa mga nagko-comment, okay lang. Para sa akin kasi, you can give your comments. It doesn't matter if it is going to be a positive comment. Thank you very much. If it is going to be a negative one, thank you din. Pero next time, let's not call yung mga katulad nating nasa MMA world ng mga bobo, tanga, ganon. Wala tayong karapatan na tawagin ganon unless you can go in front of us, sabihin yun sa harap-harapan sa amin. And at the same time, if you're really planning to do that and call us ng mga ganong type ng words sa mga bobo, tanga, hindi marunong, make sure you're using the right account. Right account sa Facebook. Hindi yung kalalaki mong tao, hawak-hawak mo, primary profile picture mo, may hawak ang chihuahua.
Tsaka,
kung gusto niyo maging keyboard warriors kayo, pero wag niyong tatawagin yung mga kasamahan natin sa MMA industry ng mga bobo, tanga. And for sure, pagkakaharap niyo ang mga nasa industry,
atras
hindi niyo
mga
naman
dila
kaya-
niya mga yan.
Oo, di ba? Ayun, hindi naman sa tapangan to eh, hindi sa ano to eh. It's just like make sure you mean what you say.
Yeah.
And at the same time, also JC, I also would like to grab this opportunity. First, I'd like to thank you for giving me the chance. Destroy Manila at the same time for giving me the chance to air my side. At the same time for this early interview, for making me explain what really happened and making me explain when it comes to that decision last URCC 30th. And then okay lang ba kung magpasalamat ako sa mga ano?
Oh yeah. Sige lang, go ahead.
First, sabi ko nga thank you JC Reyes, at the same time Destroy Manila for this opportunity. Secondly, I'd like to thank URCC, Professor Alvin Aguilar, for entrusting me, for giving me the chance to officiate on the title fight. At the same time, Araneta Coliseum pa. And secondly, I'd like to thank Sir Ron Katunaw and Coach Aaron Katunaw of the Cat Bros, my AFC family, Fight Farm Series family, to name a few, si Rock, si Ro, si A.E. Monte, sila Nobertson, and crew Brian Barameda. Marami pa. I may not be able to mention all of their names, pero lahat sila naging part ng URCC, both of them. And at the same time, I also would like to thank yung mga referees natin, Kasafilosa, yung mga taong nagtitrain sa akin. And Coach Gabay Forlales, ayan, yung isa sa mga kaibigan natin dyan, Brothers Love, one of the best gyms dito sa bandang North along Valenzuela. Ang daming fighters na nagpupunta dyan to train with him. He's a nice person, he's a person na madaling kausap. And my family, my wife, Darlene, my daughter, Daniel, and yung mga tropa natin, yung mga Eusebio family sa Pasay, sa Libertad, sa Pimidina, dyan. Paul and family, kamag-anak natin dyan. Actually, sa buong kali na JC, halos kamag-anak ko yan, kaya pag hinakot ko, may umaway sa akin, yari sila dyan. Anyway, yun lang. And most especially, syempre, pasalamat tayo kay Lord, yung mga strength and knowledge na binibigay sa atin. Yun lang. And thank you, JC,
Welcome.
Destroy Manila, for this interview. I hope na maulit-ulit ito. Sana next time, face-to-face na.
Yeah, and well, we're hoping to see you on more fights. Hopefully sa One Championship.
I hope.
Yeah.
Oo, I hope.
International
Oo.
exposure na lalo ang susunod.
Thank you
Okay.
for thank you for that faith in me. Ayun.
You're welcome, and thank you for allowing us to interview you
Yes.
and getting your side.